Sorry. Mark Slonecker has been here before, is a past presenter, but runs an investment group that has folded biosciences, Ridge BioSciences now into their portfolio. So that's how Mark.
That's how we came to know each other. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly right. So, ready to go?
Sure.
All right, welcome. Let me go back over here.
All right. Well, thanks for the introduction. I'm here to talk about, as she said, Ridge BioSciences. Our tagline is a target discovery platform company. So, I think I need the.
Go ahead. I will help till then.
Okay. All right. Great. So if you look at the drug development timeline and all of the steps that need to go on to produce a drug that goes to market, you see all the various steps, and this can be a really long process. Anywhere from 8 to 15 years, somewhere in there. If you look at all of these steps, of course, build on each other, right? And so when we look here, the two most important steps to developing a drug or an imaging agent, in this case, we sort of work in both of those markets, is you need to identify a target, and you also need to identify a targeting compound or something to act on that target. So what we've done is we've developed this platform called Summit, and Summit addresses both of these points in the drug development pipeline in one platform. So Summit is a target identification and lead compound generation platform. Importantly, it identifies accessible targets. So this means that things that you can actually drug, things that you can actually image inside the body. That's an in vivo case. And in terms of the cell targets, if you're looking for that, you identify targets with a high number of receptors per cell, which is important in therapy and imaging. But our applications, we have applications in imaging, therapeutics, and diagnostics. And one of the key features of what we do, we've incorporated next generation sequencing. And I'm happy to go into the science more maybe afterwards. I just sort of wanted to talk about the business and where we are at this point. But for several reasons, we've made the process much more efficient, much faster. We can do these screens and identify these compounds and a target in several weeks to about a month currently. So here's a little bit of background on the company. We were established in mid-2016, so we're coming up on about our 2-year anniversary. Based on the work of UVA professor Kimberly Kelly, she's a professor of biomedical engineering who's pioneered phage display screening, and really been thinking about that her whole career. I was a graduate student in her lab and was trained in her lab. That's where her and I obviously met. My thesis was in this particular technology. I've always really